So week 16 of our luxury bungalow build, you can see we are getting ready to floor the floor. Yesterday we have made sure that all of the soil areas for this garage floor is soaked with solignum anti-termite anti-insects compound. So we've been treating the soil. Now you can see we put the cellophane over so the actual chemicals will not dry up. Now we're getting ready for the pour. We'll make sure that it's all tied up, spacers are put in, while the rest is making ready for the mixture. Another thing that I have to tell you, what we do during our mix with concrete cement, aside from of course our vibrator that's always there whenever we have any concrete done, this is the secret. We add, for every cement that we use, we also add this. This is the cement waterproofing compound that will make sure that your mortar or the muck have that waterproofing quality. You know, you can actually take a test on this one with an ordinary slab without this waterproofing compound. After several days of drying, you can see it there. Dry it up and you can see that the water will, you put both like a cube of cement with waterproofing and then a cube of cement with ordinary, you can see that the one with the mixture, with the admixture like this, is really blocking the water from coming through. So this is what I do with my house, and now this is what I do with the mixture of this luxury bungalow build. So we will be pouring this in a minute. The flooring for the garage. So this is 6-inch flooring, and we put spacers underneath, 3-inch underneath and 3-inch on the top, and you can see how closely it is rebarred. For easy waterproofing with your mop mix, which is the cement, gravel, and sand, we also mix this one, what we call the cement mixing waterproofing. We used to use a different brand, but now this is the one we use in building the luxury bungalow. This is the Captain Shield cement waterproofing compound. In every one mixture, we also add one of these. Now that we are doing the flooring, and we're also going to be using this for the rendering. Week 16 of our luxury bungalow build, and we are doing the flooring this week. We started last night and we finished about 2:30 with all the smoothing out, nearly 3 o'clock, and then we started again 8 in the morning. So this is what we are as of the moment, because I have to go around and get more of the waterproofing mix that we do on floorings and our cement slabs, and we're gonna be finishing this today. We got all the cement ready now, all the orders delivered, because that's why I chased up this morning at 7 o'clock. All the cement we delivered, the one I ordered, so we don't have to worry that the cements are not enough. And also we got all the gravels ready. I got Susan and the kids helping me with the gravel sacking because of so late last night. So we are now on our 120th bag mix. 120 cement, 240 of sand, and 360 of gravel. And we also had an admixture of waterproofing with our mix, and it's 120 as well. So you can see where is the ending. So that's 120. I believe that about 200 bags will be done with our flooring. But I know it's a very strong floor. It's 6 inches high in most places, but some like we have to level it up, like the end, like some are 8. As long as on the top you can see all the strings, vertical and horizontal, it is quite obvious that it has the same level on the top. And this is the one that we done last night, and then this morning we continue on. But you can see we're only a few people working on it. You can see Jasmine is putting up the electric lights now, ready for tonight. So they'll have a 30-minute break, and then we'll continue on the 30, 40 something, and then we'll continue on the pour. We won't leave it too long, so because we have to make sure the edge don't dry up. But since it's nighttime and we choose this couple of days of pouring because it's a cloudy day, perfect, it's not so hot. So we're continuing on our pour for the flooring of our luxury bungalow build, week 16, and we are now on the 140th bag, and you can see that we've been working on it. This is the last day, third day, because you gotta remember only 5 people's working on it, and this is like over 100 square meter of poured floor. You can see that most people's houses is not even 100 square meter, but this is just the garage storage for the luxury bungalow. So by the time that I estimated this will be about 100 210 bags of cement. We are now on 140, and this is like 76 tons of concrete and 16 centimeters thick. And you gotta remember 210 bags of cement. That's why I estimated, and we're also using our waterproofing admix of 210. And on top of that, that will be 410 of 420 bags of sand. Then 630 bags of gravel. So this is like approximately 32 cubic meters of concrete of our mix of cement, 2 gravel and 3 gravel and 2 sands. And we have added our waterproofing mix, and on top of that you can see that the spacers in between, we have treated the soil for termites, and also we put in over the plastic covering. So that's all 2 purposes. That's for the insects, anti-insects, treatment of soil, and water barrier. So this whole thing is like a swimming pool, waterproof underneath, soil is treated underneath, and this is gonna be a very strong mix. And how we stop, like the first time it was until 3 a.m. Next day they work 7 o'clock. We mix a couple of mix just to put on the wet edge. We don't leave anything that will be dry for a long time. Like this morning, because we only have a few workers on the second day, old Mars can't cope up with the 3 a.m. on the first pour, has to rest yesterday, and so we only done a couple of pour yesterday because some of the workers that we have for help didn't last a day, and so the only ones left are the regular 5 that's working on this, plus Jasmine, of course, the one girl, the only girl, and then I asked Susan for help. So she's doing the cooking, and also while she's having a rest, she's doing the sucking of the son. But overall, this is such a good work for the team, so I'm giving them a sizable bonus for their hard work. I also feed them for meals because the rice and food is very essential with this manual work, because they also do so snacks and all that. But the guys deserve their sizable bonus after this pour, because this is really hard work. 3 a.m. second pour last night. We finished at 10, but not 10 because we're preparing all the aggregates. You can see over there that we have prepared all the gravels and sand together here, so it's be ready for mixing again without having to do the traveling. So 32 tons, approximately 32 tons of concrete is this floor of over 100 square meter. So we have finally finished the flooring. This is 16 cm thick and 76 tons of concrete. And today I had to help with the mix because, you know, there's only 3 people that's present: Jonathan, Jingjing, and Jirel, and Jasmine. So we do help with the pour, putting all the muck towards the last part of the flooring. But it's after all the 4 days. We started last Wednesday. We have 1 bag poured early this morning to keep the edge wet, and then that's when we do the big one. So Jonathan is left now with no stopping for lunch because we have the wet edge. So Jonathan is now gonna do the smoothing out. We already had all the tarps ready because unfortunately, like yesterday, we can't finish it because it was raining so hard. We are keeping everything in tarps, making sure everything is wrapped like the cement. But finally today we have finished our flooring. This is over 100 square meter again. Like, not most houses is not even 100 square meter, but this is, we pour this 100 square meter as expected. 205 bags of cement and admixture. We had an admixture with for the as a water barrier and also as barrier for the termites, which is just the second purpose because we already put some solignum for the soil treatment. Then the plastic that we have to cover over when we put the solignum. So here it is, 200 bags of cement, the floor, see the lines. And first day Wednesday until 3 a.m. second day Thursday until 10, still the same 3 people because one, I had to fire out the Monico, the village idiot that we call it, because he just eat the food and then go off. He didn't show up that night at Thursday, and there's an extra help that we hired, can't cope up with the work. And I look at my hands. This construction workers' hands now. But I don't mind. I feel satisfied that the job is already done. So the next thing that we're gonna do is pour the columns, put the dowels in, and slowly all these columns, and then we will pour this first phase of the retaining wall so we can put the steel decking for the bedrooms. Then it will also serve as roofing for where we, when it's raining, ready for the rainy season, which is July and August. But right now there is now the first typhoon of the year just come in, So we have this rain on and off, but we are ready. We put all the tarps over. I have bought some tarps thicker than this blue and thing. And so it's 3 blokes, men, and 3 women this morning, including myself. Old B is now looking for his breakfast, but I could go there and cook it for him now that the pour is done. So here we are, our 76 tons of concrete floor, over 100 square meters of flooring. I could even have put footage here. I'll get down from the entrance of their, and this is what you see. Very wide footing. Week 16 of the luxury bungalow build with only 6, sometimes 7 people working, and we made it. Very strong concrete floor just been poured. With underneath you can see strong columns, strong beams. So this is the next phase. You can see what we're doing here. We are doing the rebars for the next column that we're gonna do. Beams rather. But we have poured the middle ones. So there you go. So we just connect this and then it's ready for we'll pour all the columns first, so the beams will all be the next one to do. So the columns first, like that, then we will fill it up, and then there will be another set of beams on the top. So you can see this house is very, very strong.